on the app there's so much information, and I love that. I love that you can scientifically see why the app is good for you and why it's making you happy. Hi, it's Jen and welcome to my channel. So today I want to talk about an app that has really improved the quality of my life. The name of this app is Superbetter. This app works really well for someone suffering from depression, anxiety, or chronic pain, and it can also work really well for people who are just procrastinating their goals and have these high goals that they want to achieve, but they sometimes get stuck in a rut of procrastination. In this video, I will share what led me to download the app, as well as the origin story of the app and how you can use it to improve your life. So this all started a little bit over a year ago. It was my second semester of senior year, and I was taking, all of the classes I was taking that year were required to graduate, for me to graduate. And two of those classes included biochemistry and physics, which were both pretty difficult for me. So I was under a lot of stress, and that stress caused me to start having migraines. And these migraines were really bad. I was throwing up, and I was having them about twice a week. So it was really affecting my ability to be able to get work done. So thankfully I told my teachers, and I got medical help for it. So I got all the extensions that I needed, but it was still a really stressful time, especially because when I was having these migraines, I couldn't study at all. No matter how much I wanted to study, I couldn't study. Turning on the light would make me throw up. So it was so frustrating to know all I need to do is to study to pass these classes, but I can't study. So it was a really, really stressful time for me. While I was suffering from these migraines, I found the TED Talk about Superbetter, and I watched it and I decided to download the app, and it was really, really helpful for me to kind of keep a positive mindset in that time of physical pain and stress. So at that time, I definitely used Superbetter as much as possible to really just get the small tasks that I needed to get done and to just have a more positive mindset. Today, I don't use it as regularly because I'm not in so much pain where I need it every single day. But I do use it when I'm feeling like I have goals and I'm not working towards them because I'm procrastinating. So I feel like for someone who's in a lot of pain, Superbetter is something good to use throughout the day, every day. Whereas for someone who's not in chronic pain, I think it can still help a lot, but just kind of when you need it. If you're someone who has suffered from depression or anxiety or migraines and it's something that comes back for you occasionally, Superbetter is also good to use when it comes back. To be honest, I had a migraine a few days ago and I'm still recovering from it, and I've had a slight headache ever since then, and I had to go back to Superbetter to really just be softer on myself and to be easier on myself, because that's what this app does for you, as well as keeps you on track with your goals in a gentle, fun way. And I'll get into how it all works in a second. But basically, as I returned to Superbetter because of the migraine I had on Friday, I realized how important this app was to me. So now to the origin of Superbetter. Superbetter was created by Jane McGonigal, who was suffering from a concussion that did not heal completely, and this concussion led her to have headaches constantly, and she was essentially bedridden, and she was told that she couldn't do anything she liked to do for fun. So it got to the point where she was actually having suicidal thoughts, and after about a month of being bedridden and depressed, she decided, I'm either going to kill myself or I'm going to find a way to make this fun. So she decided to turn this into a game. She is someone who creates games professionally, and she also has done a lot of psychology work on the psychology of games. Through her research, she knew that when we play games, we tackle problems with more determination and creativity. We're also more optimistic, and we're more likely to reach out for help. So she knew that if she could turn her struggles into a game, she would probably be much better off. A couple days after creating this game for herself, her fog of depression and anxiety went away. This game took not that long to cure those issues for her. So when I heard her say that in her TED Talk, that was very promising to me. I was like, okay, I gotta try this. So I downloaded the game, and the game consists of bad guys, power-ups, and quests. I'll explain what bad guys, power-ups, and quests are in a moment, but basically what each of these things do is they fight a different type of resilience, or they each fight the 4 different types of resilience, which include emotional resilience, physical resilience, social resilience, and mental resilience. And in her TED Talk, Jane stated that these types of resilience, if used daily, can add 10 years onto your life. So I'm gonna post her TED Talk in the description below so you can see that, and that's just amazing. But not only does it add 10 years onto your life, but it makes you feel really, really good. So bad guys are any things that can cause you to be set back from your goals or just become generally unhappy. So the app comes with a lot of different bad guys already, and you can also add any of your own. My favorite bad guy to battle that came with the app is called the sticky chair. You know when you're like sitting on your couch for a really long time and you haven't done anything and you don't want to move? Well, that's the sticky chair. And the way to battle the sticky chair is to just stand up and take one step. Then you can sit back down if you want, but chances are you're probably avoiding something by sitting on that sticky chair. But once you stand up and take one step, you're ready to just deal with whatever you were avoiding. My favorite bad guy that I created for myself, I named the Frito Monster. And basically at work, I noticed that by 3 p.m. every day, I was always buying a pack of Fritos, and I would always feel like crap after eating those Fritos. So I decided I needed to battle this. And if I actually look at my Superbetter stats, it says that I have beat the Frito Monster 6 times and lost to it 5 times. Now, I've actually beaten it way more than that, because since I've gotten in the habit of keeping track of how much I eat the Fritos, I've been eating them way less, and they really haven't been an issue for me in a long time. So I've battled the Frito Monster, and I'll still battle it if there comes a day where I consider buying Fritos. Really like looking at it and thinking of it as a battle makes me eat them way less though, because I'm more cognizant of this trap that I get myself in. So power-ups are little things that are good for you and healthy for you, and they bring you lots of energy because you've done something good for yourself, and that gives you some sort of momentum. My favorite power-up that came with the app is called Chug a Glass of Water. And basically it's just that you drink a glass of water and then you can give yourself credit for doing that. And yeah, that's a really easy thing to do, but it's something that's healthy for us, and we can give ourselves credit for doing something healthy. And I feel not enough people are hydrated enough at the time. And I know I feel like crap when I'm like dehydrated in the morning, so give yourself credit for drinking a glass of water and you'll be more likely to actually drink that water. My favorite power-up that I created for myself is called the Magic 10. And the Magic 10 is 10 yoga poses that really get me feeling good. And I will link a video of someone doing the Magic 10 in the description below. But that's one that stretching is healthy for you. It's a good thing to do for yourself, and maybe you need an extra nudge to get yourself to do it. So make it a power-up. Quests are kind of similar to power-ups, except they can be a little bit harder. They're kind of like the things on your to-do list that you've just been procrastinating. So for me today, 2 of my quests were to straighten my hair and to clean my living room and my kitchen. And my final quest of the day is to make this YouTube video. So quests are really good for kind of breaking your long-term goals into more short-term goals. And they're also really good because they build willpower. And the more you do things like a quest, the more you do things towards your goal, the more momentum you make and the more strong your willpower muscle becomes. So quests are really great for that. Game Superbetter is extremely simple, but there's so much science behind it. When you look at the app, they show you little science cards that explain why each of the power-ups that they give and like why everything related to Superbetter is so good for you. You can also find out via the TED Talk that I'm linking below, but also on the app there's so much information, and I love that. I love that you can scientifically see why the app is good for you and why it's making you happy, because when you see the science behind it, you know that it will make you happy, and that gives you more incentive to do so. If you're interested in playing Superbetter, you can get it in the App Store, and you can even find it online, and I will link it in the description below. I highly recommend you check out the TED Talk, and definitely like this video if you liked it, share it with anyone that you think might enjoy the game, and subscribe if you want to see more from me. My channel is all about making videos that can help you to live your dream life and to be in your happiest, best place as you do so. Alright, bye!